Have you ever looked at a once beautiful Christmas cactus and wondered if it could ever become healthy again? At first glance, a plant with wrinkled leaves, dull color, and almost no new growth might seem beyond saving, but appearances can be deceiving. Today, I'm going to show you a surprisingly simple restoration method that many experienced gardeners quietly rely on, yet very few people ever talk about. The best part is that this technique doesn't require expensive fertilizers or complicated chemicals. Instead, we'll use a few everyday ingredients that are already sitting in most kitchens to help encourage healthier roots, stronger growth, and create the ideal conditions for an abundance of future blooms. The Christmas cactus I'm working with today was given to me by a neighbor who had nearly lost hope. The plant had stopped growing properly, its leaf segments had become soft and slightly wrinkled, and its rich green color had faded into a tired, unhealthy shade. It was clear that something beneath the surface wasn't allowing the plant to thrive. Rather than giving up on it, I decided to carefully inspect every part of the plant to discover what was preventing it from growing. If you've ever had a Christmas cactus or any indoor plant that suddenly stopped flourishing, stay with me until the end because the same method may help your plant recover too. Before starting, always wear gardening gloves. Not only do they keep your hands clean, but they also help protect delicate roots from accidental contamination while handling the plant. The first step is to gently remove the cactus from its pot without pulling or forcing it. Slowly loosen the soil around the edges and carefully lift the entire root ball. Once the plant is out, begin removing the old growing medium surrounding the roots. This step is much more important than many people realize because old soil often becomes compacted over time, reducing airflow around the roots and trapping excessive moisture where harmful fungi and bacteria can develop. By clearing away this exhausted growing medium, you allow yourself to inspect the actual condition of the root system while preparing the plant for a healthier fresh start. As the soil falls away, examine every root closely. Healthy roots should feel firm and appear light in color, while damaged roots often look dark, soft, or shriveled. Identifying these weak areas early gives the plant a much better chance of recovery because unhealthy roots continue consuming energy while contributing very little to new growth. Removing them allows the remaining healthy roots to focus entirely on rebuilding the plant. If you're enjoying practical gardening tips like this, don't forget to subscribe because I regularly share easy, affordable techniques that help ordinary people grow healthier plants using simple methods anyone can follow at home. Now, using a pair of clean pruning scissors that have been properly disinfected with rubbing alcohol, carefully trim away every rotten, dried, or damaged root. Sterilizing your cutting tools beforehand is extremely important because dirty blades can spread fungal spores or bacteria directly into fresh cuts, making recovery much more difficult. Work patiently and only remove tissue that is clearly unhealthy, leaving every strong root untouched. Once the damaged roots have been removed, you'll notice that the plant looks much cleaner and healthier already. At this stage, I separate the Christmas cactus into two different sections. The lower portion containing the healthiest root system will be prepared for repotting, while the upper section should never be thrown away because it still holds tremendous value. Those healthy stem segments can easily become brand new plants through propagation. To prepare them, simply place fresh, slightly moist sphagnum moss inside a shallow tray and gently lay each cutting on top of the moss without burying it. Next, lightly mist both the moss and the cuttings using a spray bottle. The goal isn't to soak everything, but to maintain gentle, even moisture that prevents dehydration while encouraging tiny new roots to begin forming naturally over the coming weeks. Keeping the environment slightly humid while avoiding excessive wetness creates ideal conditions for successful propagation. While those future plants begin their journey, we'll return our full attention to restoring the original Christmas cactus. The next step is often skipped by beginners, but experienced gardeners know how valuable it can be. Carefully rinse the remaining plant under clean running water. This removes every trace of old soil trapped between the roots and leaf joints, allowing you to inspect the entire plant far more accurately. Washing away lingering debris also improves airflow around the roots, eliminates pockets of excessive moisture, and removes hidden particles that could encourage fungal growth after repotting. As you gently clean each section, you'll often discover tiny damaged roots or weak areas that were previously hidden beneath the old growing medium. This careful inspection helps ensure that no unhealthy tissue is left behind before the plant begins its recovery. Take your time during this process because healthy roots are surprisingly delicate, and rough handling can undo much of the progress you've already made. Once the washing is complete, place the Christmas cactus in a dry, well-ventilated location where it receives only soft, indirect light. Avoid direct sunlight completely during this stage because the freshly cleaned roots and trimmed surfaces are more vulnerable to stress. Allowing the plant to rest for several hours gives the cut areas time to dry naturally, helping reduce the chance of fungal infection while allowing the plant to stabilize before the next treatment begins. While the cactus is resting, we'll prepare a natural solution that many home gardeners have trusted for years. One simple kitchen ingredient stands out because of its natural cleansing properties and its long history of traditional use around plants after pruning and repotting. That ingredient is ordinary turmeric powder. Although most people recognize turmeric as a cooking spice, experienced gardeners have also appreciated it for helping keep freshly cut plant surfaces cleaner during recovery. To prepare the mixture, fill a clean glass with about 500 milliliters of hot water and add 1 tablespoon of turmeric powder. Turmeric naturally contains curcumin along with several antioxidant compounds that have made it popular in traditional plant care practices. Using a spoon, stir the mixture slowly and thoroughly until the turmeric is evenly distributed throughout the water. Proper mixing is important because it creates a more consistent solution that can be applied evenly later. Once everything has blended well, cover the glass and allow the mixture to steep for approximately 1 hour. During this waiting period, we'll prepare the perfect fresh growing medium that will give this struggling Christmas cactus the healthy new beginning. Now that the turmeric mixture has had enough time to steep, it's ready for the next stage. Before using it, allow the solution to cool completely to room temperature. Applying hot liquid to delicate roots can cause unnecessary stress, so patience here is well worth it. Once cooled, pour the mixture through a fine strainer or clean cloth to remove every bit of turmeric residue, leaving behind only a smooth, golden liquid. Filtering is an important step because solid particles can cling to the roots and leaf joints, making the treatment messy and reducing its effectiveness. After straining, pour the clear liquid into a larger container and dilute it by adding approximately 1 liter of clean water. This creates a gentle solution that's much more suitable for treating the plant without overwhelming its sensitive root system. With the solution prepared, it's time to build a fresh home where the Christmas cactus can recover and begin growing again. Always choose a clean pot with drainage holes at the bottom. Proper drainage is one of the biggest secrets to keeping Christmas cacti healthy because these plants dislike sitting in constantly wet soil. Excess moisture trapped around the roots is one of the most common reasons these beautiful plants decline over time. For the growing medium, I prefer a balanced mixture that combines moisture retention with excellent airflow. Start by adding 50% coconut coir, a lightweight material that holds just enough moisture while allowing air to circulate freely around developing roots. Then mix in 50% quality garden soil, which provides natural minerals and creates a stable environment for long-term growth. Blend both ingredients thoroughly until the texture becomes loose, soft, and evenly combined. This balanced mixture allows water to drain efficiently while still supplying enough moisture for healthy root development, giving the plant the ideal conditions to recover after repotting. While preparing the soil, remember that healthy roots need oxygen just as much as they need water. A dense, compact growing medium can slowly suffocate the roots, even if you're watering correctly. That's why taking a few extra minutes to prepare a well-balanced mix can make an enormous difference in the months ahead. Gardening is often less about expensive products and more about creating the right environment for the plant to thrive naturally. If you're watching from another part of the world, I'd love to know where you're joining from. It's always amazing to see plant lovers connecting across different countries, sharing the same passion for helping nature flourish. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider joining our growing gardening community so you never miss more practical and budget-friendly plant care techniques like this one. Now let's return to our prepared turmeric solution. By this point, the Christmas cactus should have rested long enough for the freshly trimmed roots and cut surfaces to dry naturally. Carefully pour some of the diluted turmeric solution into a clean container deep enough to cover the roots. Slowly lower the root system into the liquid, making sure only the roots are submerged while the upper portions of the plant remain above the solution. Allow the roots to soak for approximately 10 to 15 minutes. During this gentle treatment, the solution helps cleanse the roots after pruning while supporting the plant as it prepares for its fresh start in new growing medium. While the roots are soaking, there's another simple step that many experienced gardeners never skip. Take a soft cotton pad or a clean microfiber cloth, lightly dampen it with the same diluted turmeric solution, and gently wipe each leaf segment one by one. Over time, dust, dirt, and invisible particles settle on the surface of indoor plants, reducing their ability to absorb light efficiently. Cleaning each segment not only restores its natural appearance, but also improves airflow around the plant while giving you an excellent opportunity to inspect every section closely. As you wipe the leaves, check for soft spots, unusual discoloration, insect damage, or any early signs of disease. Detecting small problems before they become serious is one of the easiest ways to keep a Christmas cactus healthy for years. Don't rush through this process. Gentle, careful handling protects the delicate leaf segments while allowing you to become familiar with the plant's overall condition. The more closely you observe your plants, the easier it becomes to recognize changes before they develop into major issues. If you've ever struggled with a Christmas cactus that refuses to bloom, develops wrinkled leaves, or simply stops growing, let me know in the comments. Every plant tells a different story, and sharing your experience may help someone else solve the very same problem. After approximately 15 minutes, carefully lift the plant from the solution and allow any excess liquid to drip away naturally. Next, use a clean paper towel or a soft cloth to gently remove remaining moisture from the roots, stem, and leaf segments. Avoid rubbing aggressively because healthy roots can be surprisingly fragile after pruning. The goal is simply to remove excess moisture before planting, reducing the likelihood of water becoming trapped where unwanted fungal growth could develop. By now, the Christmas cactus has been cleaned, inspected, trimmed, treated, and carefully prepared for its fresh beginning. Every step you've completed has been building toward the most important stage of the entire restoration process. In the next part, we'll finally repot the plant, discuss the correct watering technique after transplanting, explain the ideal recovery environment, reveal a simple natural nutrient that supports long-term growth, and show the incredible transformation that takes place over the following weeks as this once struggling Christmas cactus begins producing healthy new segments and prepares for a spectacular display of colorful blooms.